Hi YouTube, so here we go with the first feeding of my worm bin. It's nearly 2 weeks in now, so I'm going to give it a little bit of food. I have been putting the worm food in, so I'm not going to give too much at once. We take the lid off. Again, the worms aren't living now in the lid, which seems to be quite good. And as you've probably seen in review 2, I've kept this cardboard on top. Now what I'm going to do, because I've seen in the other videos, is they tend to feed it on one side, so the worms migrate over this way to eat the food, and then you load it on that side and the worms migrate over that way, and it keeps all the worm castings and stuff separate. So just to really confuse these worms, because it's not been turned over this way before, I'm going to turn all the paper over. And hopefully, as you can see, there's still some worms. There's still some of the shredded paper there, and there's obviously an ambulance going by. So what I'm going to do is just pull all this stuff over this way, which are probably going to upset these worms because they're not used to being pulled around. And then I'm going to bury, and I've only got a little bit of food, but I'm just going to make a trench and bury the food in the middle, so it's going to be away. Now these worms are all going to start to panic a little bit. They're going to go, what? Oh, there's a stone. Take that out. So what I've got is I've got a banana, and I've put most of it in the actual compost bin, which is elsewhere, not this compost bin. And I'm just going to put a bit of the nicely watered down banana skin in here. And there's some stones in here, which is strange. Must be from the compost that I put in. So, in all the videos I've seen on YouTube of people doing this, they bury the food down. Now, as it's not quite 2 weeks, I'm not going to put much food in at first, just a little bit, and then really bury it in. Oh, wormy! This one's not very active, but it is moving. And then just bury it in, but I'm going to try and remember where I buried it. So as you can see, it's not much banana skin. I've chopped it into little pieces just because apparently it's easier for them to feed on. So yeah, just going to start putting it in like this. Hopefully you can see this because it is quite dark. I'm just going to put a bit in. It is quite dark, so I apologise if you can't see. But yeah, there we go. What we've done is we just put some chopped up banana skin in. Now I don't know what way is best, so some of it is, it's quite dark, some of it is upside down, so that's the inside of the banana skin, and some of it is that way down, so that's just the outside of the banana skin. I just put it in a little row like that, and then I'm just going to bury it back over with the compost. The videos I've seen and the instructions have said, say do cover up any food that you put in. Either cover it up with shredded paper or with soil. The reason to do that is to stop flies and other insects getting in that you don't want. I haven't put any more shredded paper in because, as you can see, there's still quite a lot of this paper that they're going through, which seems to form a nice barrier. And they really love this corrugated cardboard stuff. So I'm going to cover it up with all that as well. So as I say, that's not really a great deal of food for them, but it is still just under 2 weeks. So I shouldn't actually be giving them anything, according to the lady that sold this kit, because they've still got the cocoa coir and all the other stuff. But anyway, there we go. That is the first feeding. I've put it literally in line with this second run, so I'll come back and check on it shortly. When I say shortly, probably in about a week's time, just to see if they're eating it or not. If you like this video, please do thumbs up and subscribe. If you're into wormery and you've got tips, do leave comments below, because this is totally new to me. And obviously I'll come back and do another video shortly. Enjoy.